Hello, I'm going to show you how to make these really cute little flower spinners. Start with making a slip knot and make a chain of 7, but you have to make your chain fairly loose, so if you know you'll tend to crochet tight, use a larger hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we will skip the first chain from your hook and single crochet back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 times. Now I would really urge you to hide this tail because it will be a lot easier to work with if you haven't got that in your way. So I've got rid of that end tail, and we will now need to place 2 stitch markers. It's good to use different type of stitch markers. So the first one will go into the first single crochet stitch what you made, and the second marker will go into the chain which the single crochet is made, so not the turning chain but the one just below the single crochet stitch. You will now turn your work around and we will be working into the chains, your foundation row chains, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains here. You fold your work over and your first stitch will go into this one where your marker is. So let me show you this again. You'll be going into this marker and you will be making an increase, so you need 2 stitches in 1. Once you've done that, first one, get your marker and put it into the very first stitch what you made, so you know where your row starts again when you're coming around back to it. So that was 2, and we need to go and do another increase. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And you worked into every chain now. You've done 12 stitches, 1 increase stitch into every other chain, and you've got back to your first marker. You now will be working into the stitches from the other side, so the single crochet stitches, and that marker is telling you that that's the first stitch you need to go into. That's why we're using different coloured markers, so you can remember one is the start of a round and the other one is the one you need to go in the middle of a round. So push this stitch marker through this little hole inside your work to get to the correct stitch. next two single crochet stitches will go into this stitch. Alright, now we can get rid of this marker. We don't need this anymore. It was just guiding us to get to the right stitch. This will be your beginning and end row marker. So we did 2 stitches here. We need another 5 increased stitches into the single crochets. So that'd be 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the last 2, last one, and then you're back to your starter marker. It's marking the start of your round. Push it through the hole again, and your work will now be going, keep going through this hole in the middle. So the whole round is kind of like following it all the way around. Round number 3 will be single crochet and increase. So 1 single crochet and then an increase stitch, and you'll be doing that all the way around. You'll end up with 36 stitches after this round. And all the way around you'll just be gently just pushing your work around so you can get to the next stitch what you need. But it will get easier now as it starts moving around the middle. When you get to the end of this round, you will be changing colour in the last stitch. So do your 1 single crochet and then do half of the second one. You can cut the first colour, get your next one, pop a slip knot on it, and then you finish your stitch with your new colour. Now during the next round you'll be working with your new colour, but I would highly recommend that you crochet over these end tails so they'll be out of the way, and we will be making single crochet and then increase, and then another single crochet, and you keep doing this all the way around till you get back to your stitch marker. So single crochet, increase, and another single crochet. Next round we will be doing 3 single crochet stitches and then an increase. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then increase, you do the same thing all the way around, back to your stitch marker. Next round we will be making the flower petals. So you'll slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 2, and you'll be making a 3DC cluster stitch. So yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through, yarn over again, and the third time as well. And once you have 4 loops on your hook, you pull through all 4, chain 2, and slip stitch back into the same stitch. So let me show you this again. Slip stitch, chain 2 into the next stitch, make your 3 double crochet, cluster stitch, then chain 2, slip stitch into the same one, slip stitch into next one, chain 2 into the next stitch, pull through once, pull through twice, 3 times, and then through all of them. Just carry on making these petals all the way around. When you've finished making your petals, you will just slip stitch into your original slip stitch, and fast enough. Just get your yarn needle and hide the tail. And there you go, your fidget spinner is ready.